This is Nick Pell from Disciples of Metal, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Rain on Me. So for the first part of Rain on Me, it's clean and it's based on the A minor chord, but you're not going to actually play the A minor chord in its traditional sort of form. You will play the A string open, second fret of the D, second fret of the G. But instead of just going directly to the first fret of the B string, you're going to go to the third fret of the B string. Then you're going to have this first finger set up on the first fret, and you're going to play the first fret of the B. Then you're going to do a quick hammer on, quick pull off back to the first fret. So hammer on to the third fret of the B, pull off back to the first fret, and pull off to the open. Okay. Then you're going to play this open G. Okay. From there, you're going to go down to the low E string third fret, kind of forming the lower part of a G chord, your G chord. But you're going to just play these lower notes. Third fret, low E, second fret, A, and then the open D, and then you're going to do first finger on the second fret of the low E and play the open A and G. Or I'm sorry, open A and D. Then you're going to do a little bend here on the second fret of the A string. Bend up, I pull down, and then pull off. So you have that's the first part of that opening intro there, that intro. Next part, you're going to do the same thing. That repeats, but instead of going back down to that G, you're going to play a really weird little thing. Your first finger will be on the first fret B string, and your third finger will be on the third fret high E. Like a power chord, but way up here. Then you're going to mute this like a, and then this is a bit of a stretch. You're going to play, keep this first finger on the B string, but you're going to have your pinky all the way up here on the fifth fret of the high E. Then you're going to go down to the second fret. You're going to keep this finger and the first finger on the B the whole time. You're going to go down to the second fret of the high E. Then you're going to do this little thing. Hammer on from the second fret of the high E to the third fret of the high E. Okay. Pull off back to the second fret, and then pull off to the open. So there's a lot of pull offs to open strings on this part. Then you're going to do this little bend that you just did earlier on the A string second fret. And it sets you back up to start over and repeat that. So that's the introduction, that clean opening part of Rain on Me. Moving on. Before we get into the verse, there's an ending to that intro, and it's very simple. You're just playing bar chords. A G major bar chord, okay, which you would find here, third position. I'm going to slide that up to an A minor bar chord. You're going to strum that. You're going to pick the high E, the B, and the G. Repeat. Then you're going to do this little so you have that's that little ending to the intro. On to the verse. Okay, so moving on to the verse riff, all based in the key of A minor. All based around this A string, this open A string. Okay, so what we got is, then you're gonna mute the open A string twice. You're gonna go up to the C power chord, which is the 3rd fret of the A string, 5th fret of the D string. Slide up to the D power chord, 5th fret of the A string, 7th fret of the D string. Now, the reason, if you're wondering why I'm using my pinky here, this is just how I play it. You can certainly use your 3rd finger here, but I use the pinky because it makes it easier for me to do this next part. You're going to play the D power chord, slide down to the 4th fret of the A string, and back up to the 5th fret of the A string. So, okay. Next, I'm going to play an F power chord, 3rd fret D string, 5th fret G string. I'm going to do this little pick muted. So we've got to the G. Okay. Next time around, back to the A, that open. Now you're going to be up here on the 5th fret of the D string, 7th fret of the G string, which is, once again, it's this G power chord. Do another this little shape here where you go from the traditional power chord. Now you're going to invert it. You're going to go down to the 4th fret of the D string. You're going to go down and do the same thing here on the 3rd fret, 5th fret, this F power. You're going to do this quick little muting that 3rd fret of the D string. And that's the verse riff. Moving on. So that's the next riff. This goes under the chorus. Goes like this. So you're starting with this F power chord. You're muting it. Moving up to the G power chord. Okay. To the A again. Open A power chord. Now you're going to go up here. This would be a C chord, but I just play the first, or these, I play these 2 strings, the D and the G. Okay, so you've got a 5th fret of both. Then you're going to go down to this inverted. You're going to substitute your, we're going to be on the 5th fret, D and G string. You're going to use this 3rd finger on the 5th fret, and you switch to the 1st finger on the 4th fret of the G string. Okay. Then you're going to go and you're going to play this F power chord. It's the 3rd fret of the D string, 5th fret of the G. Then you're going to go up and play the G power chord, same strings. 5th fret of the D, 7th fret of the G. And then you're going to invert this by moving from 5th fret to the 4th fret of the D string. Back to the C power chord. It repeats. That is the chorus. This next part is the bridge, and it's clean, based on this little campfire chord, a D chord here. You can do 2 strums down and then a little. Okay. Then you're going to have this G. You're going to keep this D shape, but now you're going to add the pinky to the 3rd fret of this high E. You're going to pull off and then pick those lower notes. So let's see this again. Okay. Then you're going to play the bottom part of a C chord. Okay. 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret D string, open G. To change, you're going to put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and play the open D and open G. And then you're going to play the 3rd fret of the low E string. Okay, and that repeats, the next part repeats. You're going to do the same D shape, but you're going to move this up to the 5th position. Okay, 5th fret G, 6th fret B, and 5th fret high E. Then to the 7th position. So you're not really changing the shape at all. You're going to do that little trick that I showed you down there when we were playing the D chord, where you're going to put that pinky, this time with this shape, you're going to be up here on the 8th fret. That's it. So right before the solo, there's this really cool part. It goes like that. So here's what we're doing, breaking it down. Open A power chord. I'm gonna mute that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna play the C power chord. Okay, 3rd fret A string, 5th fret D string. Up to the D power chord. Play the A twice. So what you're doing here, you're going to play, you're basically doing a scale kind of riff. You're going to be playing the 3rd fret of the A string with the middle finger. Then you're going to go up to the 5th fret A string. This is all going to be based on A, at least these first few notes. Back to the 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret A string, go back up to the 3rd fret, back to the 2nd fret, 3rd fret low E, okay? Same thing, it repeats. This next part, you're doing this really fast series of hammer-ons. Start in familiar notes. A string, you're starting the A string, 2nd fret, hammer on to the 3rd fret, hammer on to the 5th fret, and then do the same thing on the D string, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. Now you're going to pull off on the D string from the 5th to the 3rd fret. Pull off from the 3rd to the 2nd, and then the open D string. Then you're going to play a harmonic on the 4th fret of the G string. Easier said than done. There you go. You got to sort of turn the pick here. Underneath the guitar solo, it's a relatively simple riff. Once again, based in A. So you're playing the A power chord, muting that open A string. Just like that. Now you're going to go to the F power chord, the G power chord, now you're going to do these 2 single notes, 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret A string. Just repeats. Moving on.